Hello, everyone. It's Zane. Today we will talk about the FineBI basis, and because nowadays data analysis is commonly used by everyone. Today I will take you to understand the whole process of FineBI self-service analysis. From understanding the main components of FineBI to quickly make your first dashboard, and finally sharing it to everyone for review or calibrations. So today we have 4 parts about this topic. The first one is FineBI self-service analysis summary. We will have a simple introduction about it. And the second one is the function introduction of FineBI. So we will tell you the functions. And the third one is the core element in FineBI. That's my analysis. We will show you how to analyze the data, and you can have a dashboard. And the last one, we will have a case to practice. Okay. The first one, as we know, we have the traditional analysis by Excel or other tools, but it will have a lot of questions or problems. And we have to provide the requirement to IT, and IT will export Excel data from database to business. And business person, based on the commonly used data in directors, IT prepares a data access threshold and log in the system to export the data needed by business. So it will cause some problems. The first problem is we have low efficiency and it have low refuse. And based on the analysis inherent in directors, it is difficult to export and excessive data in Excel, which makes you to slow open the files, affecting our working efficiency. And data permission are uncontrollable. Maybe they'll have many data security risks. So we can see as it, if it takes several days to make a monthly report every month, which is unless after the meeting, and manually exporting data is already troublesome enough. However, if it is done in time, the data at the time may be invalid. Also, if we have the amount of data is large, our operation may be slow. It maybe need take a few minutes to open or close, and the operation process is cumbersome, and the learning cost is very high. Currently, I can do some simple display analysis with Excel. If I want to do some complex analysis, but I don't know how to use these tools, and the learning cost is very high. And it is difficult to share because before we maybe need to send the email, send the Excel to other persons. Only the complete file can be sent every time. After several updates, I have a new file, but I need to export a new one and send to others. So sometimes I can't even figure out on which one is the latest version. And the data security is very important currently. So the data security is uncontrollable. Excel's security level in terms to access, control, and filtering place is very poor. Sometimes business personnel come to ask for data, but we don't know whether to give it to them. If we don't give it, the analysis cannot be performed. If we give it, there is a risk of data leakage. Generally, we just give it all to them, and I'm still worried about the security. So in FineBI, I have some actions to introduce the FineBI to realize the functions. For the first, if you need to repeat the data important in different tables. Also, sometimes the one table maybe have some different dimensions about time, city, or others. And I want to analyze one dimension. I need to import the data And if I want to access another dimensions, I need to import it again. It is very difficult to access the data. But now in FineBI, we just need import, upload one table, and if the table have all of the data, we can free switch dimensions, and the data will automatically updated. And when we calculate the data, before maybe we should write the requirement to our IT staff, and the IT will write the SQL for complete ones before being exported. And maybe some table have a large amount of data. It will confuse a lot of memory when calculated. After sending it to colleges, the colleges computers also directly crash. And in FineBI, the data will be processed through self-service dataset, and the BI is developed on the server, and we just need to, and all the calculator is on the server, and he will return the result to our browser. I think the speeder is much faster than before. And in FineBI, maybe we have some flexible filter, because in the past we should to combine the calculate fixed data, and we will have the duplicate to write the analysis according to the data. And in FineBI, we can use the filter conditions flexibly, and we can switch time or products these dimensions, and it will generate a report in seconds. So if we have many dimensions, we can have a normal data for insightful solutions. And also we are easier to share and export. Before, maybe we have to use Excel or use the PDF and some document, and we have to send to our colleges by email, by other ways. And after we receive the document or Excel, we have to repeat the performance source. And in FineBI, everyone can directly refuse the calculation results and then export them monthly as needed. We provide 3 ways to share. The first one is collaborations. It's a new function in version 6. The collaboration, you can share the entire analysis subject and know how analysis results are obtained step by step through the collaboration function. It is also allow users to edit other subjects. You can edit the subject, add data, add components, or delete them. And if you want to publish the dashboard to the directory, or you want to publish your personal data to public data for others to review it, or for others to view. The content in the dashboard is fixed, and it is suitable for leaders or teams to view in the long term. And the public link is for the person who do not have the account on FineBI, and everyone can view the public link without logging into the FineBI. It is more flexible and suitable for groups to view. And before, maybe if we make a monthly analysis as a report, after the meeting, it is useless. And the next one, we have to make a new one to analyze the next month. And in FineBI, we just need to make the dashboard for the first time, and we can, if the data in database is update, and our FineBI need to update the data from database, and it will get a new report in this month. Also, we can use a filter to analyze the 2 months, 3 months, and it can provide suggestion to management. Therefore, we can see that in FineBI, business person and the IT person have very clear responsibilities. IT person only need to prepare the data in the database and then configure the users, permissions, and the data connections on the platform on the FineBI. And she just need to have some system operations in the future. And the business person can analyze their data by himself, use self-service data set. He can retrieve the data, analyze the data, and at last he have the final dashboard, and he can share it to anyone he wants. So the whole process is made by the business personnel, and IT need to have this way. And the part 2 is about the FineBI homepage composition. And we can come to the FineBI. I can show you the FineBI. A moment. Okay, first we log out. Okay. As we can see, FineBI is a BS activities. So it is developed on the server, and everyone can visit the link here, and he can enter the username and the password, and then log in. And then it comes to the main page to FineBI. You can see there have 4 main functions on the left. It is the first one is directory and analyze public data and manages. Directory is about, and in this way we can see it have a preview area, and every dashboard or data will be displayed here. And in version 6, we have a new function about RESTful bean we will introduce later. The directory, we can publish our dashboard in the directory, and everyone who have permission to it can click it, and the dashboard will show here like this. Now our FineBI is loading. Wait a minute. You can see there are various components here. Also, tab components in different type chat. We will introduce it. It is a filter, and in analysis is the core element of data analysis and a virtual display in FineBI. Analysis has the subject. You see, subject is a subject means a content for analysis in FineBI, and all analysis is performed in the analysis subject. At the same time, subjects both comparisons. You can comparisons to other people, or you can edit it in here. The public data, as the name suggests, it is a place where the data that users can use public is stored. Tables with a high degree of reuse can be added or published to public data. And also, IT staff can prepare the data in the database, and who have permissions to this can add the circle settlement, database settlement, and Excel data set. And it can be refused to our analysis. And the manage is a function for administrator. He can configure the user's permissions or other. He can do some plugin data caching. And the RESTful bean is a new function in version 6. It is a switch node, and there is a filter the deleted data. Also, we can delete here and we can't find it anymore. Also, we can restore it. It will come to the path it's before. Okay, let's go back to the PowerPoint. So as we say before, the analysis is the core element in FineBI. You can see the workflow about data analysis. First, we should to create a new subject and we can add data in the subject. After editing data, we can create a new component and make some virtual chat. After it, we make the component to the one dashboard or two dashboard. It is now as it is finished. It is a dashboard we can preview and we can share and publish to other person who need to analyze the data. So we will use to how to create a analysis subject and I think we will come to the FineBI. Okay. First, we need to create a new subject. Click here, and then it will jump to a new page, and he will ask you to select the data. On the left, we can see the data source. It is from public data, non-NSS, and last selected. And then this is the data list. We can select the table here if we have permissions. Also, we can upload the local Excel here, and we select one table. Here is the data preview area. We can preview the area first and to check whether the table is wanted, and we can both choose for some tables together. Okay. Now we just need one table. Okay. After we edit it, we save it and update the data. Then I will show you about the this is the data list. All the data added will show here, and this is a function of column or other some left to right join, group summary, filter short. And if we add one, this is the data analysis, and this is a preview area. And now here it will show all the steps about the editor this data table. The first is formula column. As we can see, this is all the functions in formula functions in FineBI. And this is the field area, and we can input our formula in this area. Example, F H. It is a valid formula, and he will have a new column and suggest the age. Okay, and then we come to the summary column. Users need to perform some summary calculation without affecting the original fields, and he can example. We can add a new column to summarize the values based on the select group field, and it is a way to calculate how to. Yeah. And about the assessment column, as group assessments of data without affecting the original field, we can give him these values Click OK, and this field will have these values without others. And in order to reduce the production of the other tables, FineBI adds the function of add columns to other tables, which can achieve the effect similar like the function of lookup or SUMIF in Excel. We can add it here, and then it is left and right merging. In the actual use of data, it is often necessary to join two tables together from a new table. Use that one. It has you can choose here. We have left join, right join, unit join, and inter join. It is like the settlement in the database. And the up and the down merging is very similar to the union in database. It is produce a union result set in a new field. All the steps will show here, and if we want to click add one more in here, or we can delete here. And about group and summary. Group summary refers to combining original data into a group based on conditions, and then performing summary calculation based on the group data. FineBI realized by setting group fields and summary fields. And then FineBI also provides the data filtering function so that the business can, for example, have a filter. Okay. So business person can filter and save data for his analysis. In editing data, filtering steps can be added to complete and complex filtering of data. You can also click the table header for simple filtering. And that shows say we have the two ways to show data, ascending and descending. Example, ascending, descending. Okay. And the last step is we should to save and update. We should save all the operation we did and update the data again. And then it can be used in our component. Okay, next we will come to our component. So what is component? As I think, visual results such as graphs and tables is a component, and we can see on the left, it is a table name, and it is his field or the field he selected, and the chat type have some three table chat and table type and chat type, and also we have the dimensions and the directions. This is the analysis area, and this is the preview area. So if we just need to put it into the dimensions, dimensions refers to the angle from which we analyze the data. For example, time, city can describe the characteristics of a specific object, and the indirectors refers to the specific object. For example, the total number of the students in the city or the average age in the city. The result can be either a value or a ratio. Also, we can add a calculation in directors here, it has the same. You can see this formula functions as a formula column in dataset, and this is all the set, all the field here, and it is you can input the formula here, and you can change name like this. Okay. Then I will show you about our we have some quick calculation in our FineBI. It is simple to to make it easy for users to calculate the data. FineBI have provides these functions, which requires a simple click with our mouse, and instead of writing complex functions. And then I will introduce the type of our FineBI. We have 3 table types. The first one is group table. The group table is grouped according to the dimensions, and the data in the directory is summarized and accounted. And the cross table summarizes the indirectory data according to the row dimension and the column dimensions. Okay, here we can see a cross table like this. And the detail table is displays all detailed data. What we input it, it will shows all data. Okay. The customer chat is about for interactor and size. Different interactors may have different purpose. Some interactor need to look up at trace, or some interactor need to look up at data comparisons. In this case, custom chat can be used to achieve this function, and we will do some operations in the later. And then this is the other chat type. You can see the detailed information here. After the meeting, we can try to learn it. Also, in type grid, we can see there is some properties about color and shape. Also, we have the component style. Here, we can see the font, the height, the style, and the law, format, background, and chat will has his graphic properties about size. We can have a try. You can see color. You can change the color here. Change the color. Change. Also, we can change the size. Okay. Into the lab. Too small. In the label, you can see the summary image here. You can see a value. And it also has a style about it. About we use the X. Also, we can and the background and the other settings here. Remove it. And then after we make some components, I simply make some. For example, we make 3 components. We can choose it. Put it here. So you can say some component, a few components make a dashboard, and also we can add some filter components about time filter, text filter, tree filter, or number filter, and other filter. In addition, we also provide the text components. For example, I add a text. We can input anything we want, And also we can change the font size. We can make it bigger. Also we can change the color about it. Also we can change the background. Yeah. And then we can upload, we can add the image. We can upload the picture from our local. Also, we have the web component. It is hiding to other components. You can, for example, you can make your company's website to here. Also, you can add your company's logo to our image component. And any site you can add it. And the tab component, it can put a few tabs as a moment. And then we create a new tab. It will come. You can click come. And we can see we have 2 tabs. Also, we can have the 3 tabs the same way. You can see. And after we finish a dashboard, we can apply for publications. For example, publications, and I can make it to the directory any way I want. For example, I want to put it to the functions. Okay. And after our administrator approve it, we can see here in the directory, we have a new dashboard here. Click here, it will show. Also, we can make a public link. Open. We can see a link. It is also we can, if we want to make some control some permissions, we can add a password. Also, we can reset it, and we can copy it. No, I don't. I copy the link, and I edit it. So anyone who do not have the account on FineBI can also visit this page. And also, if I have a colleague who want to edit the subject with me, I can share my subject with collaborations. If I give the permission to use it, he can see the data component and the dashboard in my subject, but he have no permission to edit and add a new data, new dashboard, new components, and also he have no permission to delete them. But if I give them the editor permission, he has the all permission in my subject. He can, for example, he can add a new data, a new component, even he can create a new dashboard. He wants to review my component and review my data. Also, if he found that I have some mistake in the component, he can help me to change it. And if he want to make the component, the dashboard to others he want to share, he also can do the public link and publish and collaborations. And in dashboard, we have the 4 main functions. The first is built-in, like this, as we have said. For example, we can see we can use the control H, we select or we just want the filter control one component like this. Also, we have the linkage. I clicked it, and the other label will link to it. Also, I can clear all the link. I click here, and I think here it will change. If we have the geo characters, we can join into a new area, for example, in the word, and the first character is the word, and the next is the country, and the province, and the city. We can draw to the different data. Also, we can jump. It has a jump setting. We can jump to another analysis dashboard. We can choose it here. Also, we can jump to the web link, for example, Google or our company website, like this. And then we can have some dashboard styles. We have some preset styles here. We can choose it, and it's the style will change. Also, we can have our custom style. You can see. Okay. you can base the style like based on this style or based on these styles. You can change the dashboard and the component or chat font, title font, and the color. Also, you can save your custom style, save as a default style, and then you can reuse the style in other dashboards you want. After finish it, we preview it. This page, we have no way to edit the component. There is no button to this component. Only in edit page, we can add our component like this. So now we are introduce our how to use the FineBI from the public data and get data from public data. In my analysis, how to create a new subject and add data, and add the data, add a component, and how to make a component in table chat, customer chat, and others. Also, then we can know how to make a simple dashboard like here, and we can use a filter component or other component. And then I know how to change the dashboard style. Also, we can know customer style here. So according to this, now we will have a 10-minute rest. And after the rest, we will show you a case about how to practice. You can practice it, and you can know how to analyze the data from your company's data. And you can know how to predict the future, or you can find the cost in the problem. Okay, now we will have a rest. We can come back at in 10 minutes. Hello, everyone. Thank you for your patience. And now we are continue our this case. We are introduce a case, and everyone can practice on yourself, self-survey, and you can have a try. We can see we will show you the case background. Suppose you are a data analyst for the chain supermarket, and the manager want to make a sales report for August 2020. We have the two questions. The first one is ability to predict the future commodity purchase. And the next one is analyze the reason for decline in gross profit. And we can see the data here. Also, you can upload the data on yourself. And we have the 30 seconds to think about it. Do you have any idea? Or do you know how to analyze the questions according to this data? Okay, now I will show you about my thinking. For the first question, we want to forecast the commodity which you should purchase next month. So we will observe the sales of supermarket commodities from January to August, and we can find hot selling commodities, increasing purchase order, and ensure the substantial in voting. You can also compare the sales of different categories of commodities, find the popular commodity carriages, and expand the type. And for the next questions, why our growth profile decline? Okay, let's look at the change of growth profile in different months, and we should come to my FineBI. Okay, so as we say, first we need to create a new subject. Okay, we click it, and we come to the new page. Then, because my data is on the Excel, so I upload here, open it, and waiting it to upload. Wait it may take a few minutes. Okay, now it shows, and then we just need to click OK. Also, we can rename the product information here and sales, and we can choose which one we need. Okay, now we can see our table list have 3 tables we uploaded just now. First, we save all and update. The update can make the data on our disk, and the calculation will be executed on our disk. For observing the 3 tables, we can see for the first one, product information. Okay. Commodity sales information of some stores of a supermarket range. You can see the code is here. And in which each piece of sales information has a commodity code and a store code. So we come to the next table, the sales table. Wait a minute. In this table, we can see everything. You have the detailed information about the date, the store code, the document code, and the commodity code, and the sales and the cost. In the store information, okay. You can see there is the city, the store code, the store name, the premise. So you can see this table has the store code and the sales information has the store code. And this table has the community code, sales information have the community code. So the first step is we join the other two tables because they have the same field. You can select all the fields. You can see because they have the same field name, they will match accumulated. Yeah. Also, we can change it to another field name, but actually they have no relationship. So we come back to the computer. Okay. So now we will use the left merge. So why we need to use this left merge? Why we don't need unit merge or others? Because if the combination node of because non-existent store information and the community information will not be merged into the community cells, and no black data will be generated. And the next step, I need to, it's the same way to join another table. Yeah. Select all the fields, and as we can see, it has the same field. It will match activity, and the same we use the left join. Okay, and then according to this data, we found we have no gross profit, but we have what? We have the cost amount, the sales. So we need to have a formula comma, and this name is okay. I know how to do. You know, sales minus cost. Okay. Now we can see there has a new field about the gross profit. Also, we can move it to in front of here. I think it's good. Okay. Also, we can select the field which we want in the component to analyze. We can choose this, or we can choose okay, and then we can choose. Now we choose all, and then we have edited the data finished. We come to the component. Okay, sales information. Oh, sorry, we get something. What? Do you know why we don't see the field about gross profit? Because we didn't save and update the data. So we have to save and update and wait it update successfully. You can see the source table is being updated. After it, the field will disappear. Let's wait. It may need some time. Okay. Source table has changed, and then we get now. Okay, very good. We can see gross profit disappear. And the first is first we come to the group table. We use the date, but we should analyze the year months because our we should analyze the August 2020. So here we can have a quick change year months, and you can see it's displayed in this way. And then we put the gross profit. This is sum. You can see every month the total of gross profit. But we have to know the rate about it. And then we also put it and use a quick calculation, a month change growth rate, because we need to find the the growth rate about, okay, we have the result. Do you know why the January has no result here? Because we just compare the next month to the last month. For example, we compare the February with the January, and the January can't compare anything about the last month. So this is a blank. Okay, and then also maybe we have, it is just a table, and maybe it can't show directly. Also, we can have some chat, or it can chat because chat can directly give me why it have a growth rate. So we add a new component. Also, we can change the name. Okay. We can also table. Sorry. And then we can create a new component. Now we can use the custom chat. Same way, we use year month, and we use the sum of gross pair and churn rate. Sorry. Yeah. And now the two directory has the same column, and it has very strange. And I can change it. For example, the sum, we can use the line, but as we can see, the column is very small. We can't find how long, and it looks like very similar. We can't analyze it. So because we use the same X, you can see this uses the left value as, and this also use the left, and we can change it to the right value. We can see it looks good, looks better than before. It is clearly, and we can know. Also, if I want to know the rate come to a negative number, so how can I do? As a, show you. It is rate, and we can check color here. Its own customer. Just here, it is good, and also we can custom the value like this, and the negative number, maybe you can use the red. Like this. Also, we can use one zero. Okay. This is this way, and this is the red for what you can see. They can have the different color about the growth rate as this. Also, we can know about the labels, the detailed amount of the growth rate, the rate. You can change here. You can see, you can come to the growth rate. Growth rates. Also, we can find the sum of it. It's the same way. And if I have few columns here, I want to make the size bigger than before. Okay, so I can come here. At least also in the line, we also can change the color. You can see so beautiful. And the size and the label is the same way. You can see here. And we found the line is behind the column. And it looks not very good. I want to make it to in front of the column. And I can change put it in front of it. And we can see it is in front of the column. Great. Okay, a moment. We need to find a occupied rate in a pie chart. So you can use the pie chart. It's the same way. For example, we should know the category for the hot cell, and the angel is the sales. We can see also we can use the rate. Also we can use the value. It's okay. And the label we can use the category and the sales. And you can see every category has the value of the sales. We come to the pie chart. This is the chart. Sorry. Okay. And according to this, we can have a simple and size here. According to this, I can find in link the August of, you can see in the August, the snake we have the most occupy the most cells. So maybe next month we can have the more about it to sell. But just in this component, we can't find the detailed information about which city, which city, which store, and which have the most sales. So we need to have a new table about the detail table. In the detail table, we can use anything we want to show in this table. Change the name to okay. We don't need to create another investigation. And we make it for the screen. It looks better. Okay. And now I can see the rate here, and I can see the rate in the chart, and I can see which category have the most sales. And in most sales, I have, sorry, I have to use YM. Yeah. Okay. So, for example, if I want to find 2020 January sales, I just need to click here, and the other three tables will linkage to others. You can find it's some let's say the same value. And in January we can see which cartridges have the most cells, which just occupied a little. Also, we can descending. We can find the January. This city's cartridge has the most cells, and he has the most profit. Also, we can see which has in this identification. This city's sells a little, and we need to find how to prevent and how to change the question here. Also, we clear all the linkage. We can click the snake. We can find which month have the most sales about this cartridge. Okay, and we have a shot. After the sort, we can see February has the most sales, gross profit, but here we also can have a moment. This city sells the most, and we will know why February has the most gross profit, and we can see a way to analyze which one we need to buy more to sell, or which one we maybe need to make less. Okay, now we click all. Back to our patching. So let me analyze why 2020 August has which one sells hot and which one is popular. Okay, so we just no sorting. We can use a filter. Okay. The same way, we can choose which we should control the branch. If I didn't click it, select it, it will have no effect on this table. If I didn't select it, it have no effect on the pie chart. And then in this case, I have to select all of them. Okay. So we can filter to 2020 August. Okay. This shows the 2020 August. So now we have the answer of the first question about forecasting future community purchase. The socket of snacks and the daily necessities should be ensured, and that variety of goods under this category should be enriched. So next month we should need these two. And about the next question. Why we first we clear it here. Out. Okay. Self-saturators. For example, I want to show the thinkers in every month the growth rate. We can see it have in August it is increase. Okay, we come to fresh. We have a little job. I think it's never mind. Daily necessary. It have much jobs than that one, and then you can see another one. Okay, after we filled in this, we can find which one has the most degrees about in August, and then where we have to know why which city have the more little sale, which city maybe have the, okay, now we set all. And then we link it to August. Everyone come to August. Okay. Oh, now we can find the gross profit by this sort. You can see Changsha Snake has a very negative gross profit. So we have to come to Changsha, find the why it have this gross profit, and which we should do in the next month to help it to increase the gross profit. So then the next question, the second question, we have the answer about it. But now we have the answer, and we should to share it to others. And as everyone will like the beautiful ones, so we need to make some beautiful things. For example, it needs a text because it's a report. We need a with a title about it. A moment, we can add a text component. Input any title we want. Supermarket, sales report. It's still small. We can make it bigger. Looks good than before. And we want to change the color like this way. Oh, it's not good. And then this part, it looks better. And then, so we can have our dashboard style. If you want to just like this black, it will be cool than before. Or we can use this way. We can choose any style you want. Okay, now we just need I choose one. It's great, I think. Okay, click OK, it will component. And now the question just predict the next month after August. But we have finished this dashboard. And then we come to next month or next year, the data update in the database, and we just need to update the data in FineBI, and the data in this table or in this chat will change automatically. So we don't need to make a new dashboard for the next month's report. Just in this dashboard, we can have this analyze. Also, after we finish it, I want to apply for calculation for all to analyze it. So you can choose this directory, and we can make it. I want to show just on the computer science. I can cancel it, or I want to show it also shows on the mobile. Okay, take care. We will come to the directory. You can see the dashboard. Okay, also we can change the dashboard name. We can use the same name. A chain, supermarket, sales, sorry, report. Okay, dashboard has changed the name. We have to unpublish. Again, yeah. You can see. Okay, anyone can use his filter if he want to find about the January, he can choose here. And it have no effect on the dashboard in my analysis. Anything he choose has no effect on here. And then also he can choose this one for an analysis. And he can save as his subject, and he can do something edit if he want to change. And it also have no effect to the subject in my analysis. It's in his my analysis. Also he can export as a PDF or Excel, and he can send it to others. And the data is fixed in Excel and PDF. He have no filter like this. He must choose the filter first, and then he export it, and for others to view it. Also, maybe I have something to do others, and I want to something help me. I can first this one like this, and I collaboration it to others. And now I give it the permission, and we can come to see in that user. In his my analysis, okay, you can click the collaboration to me, and I just collaborate this subject. So you can see this is the subject I just finished. He can see it. He can see the data, the component, and the dashboard. Okay, let's come to my account. Okay, also we can give the public link to others, as we have said. And now we can click all the language. If you don't want to link all the language, if you click here, it has a language, and click here, it has another language. If I two language, you can click here for the clearing all the languages. And also you can just clear these languages, and it will linked by this. And also you can click here, and it's linked up. You can see there is no button about clear all the linkage. Okay. Also, if we want to test, we have no confidence to change it, or I want to have a test about new data, I also can save as a new subject by myself. It also can come to with it. It still come to a new page, and then we can see it has a new page. And anything because I didn't update the here, so it can see nothing about it. I just need to save all and update. After update, it will preview. You can preview the data in the dashboard. Let's wait. And anything for example, I delete this, okay. I give the pie chart, and I come to the case one. You can see, and they have no effect on this subject. Every subjects are unique. So you can see it still has the response. If I want to find the delete chart here, I come to my RESTful bin, and I can, for example, I delete this one. to this one. Okay, it's deleted. Now come to the recording. You can see the pie chart. You can see it. You can restore it, or you can delete it. If you delete it, you can find it. You can't find it anymore. If you restore the chart, you can restore to the path. If you want to change, you can change the path any way you want to this component stored. Okay, refresh it. You can see pie chart has come back. That's good. Okay. So this is the end of our course today. And we have sent a questionnaire in the chat room. So please take a minute to fill in this questionnaire, and we will collect your questions and improve in the future. Thank you a lot. If you have any question you want to know, you can send it in the chatting room and I will respond to you.